What's up everyone, Donut here. Today is a very special video that I'm making just for Mr. Philip DeFranco. Now don't let the title mislead you, it is for Philip DeFranco, but Philip DeFranco is not punching disabled people, nor are disabled people punching Philip DeFranco. Now the reason I'm making this video is because I have heard recently that Mr. Philip DeFranco is starting his own news network, and if there's a crime segment ever needed from someone that knows a lot about crime and policing and stuff, well, here's your donut. Obviously, you'd want to know more about me. My name's Donut. I was a police officer for 3 years, with 2 of those years being on a SWAT team. I'm a veteran and I'm a writer for several different law enforcement publications, with the biggest being Badge Cams and Blue Lives Matter. I've wrote over 200 articles for those news blogs with millions and millions of shares. A lot of people think that I'm extremely biased for law enforcement and I'm going to protect bad cops, but I don't do that. There's several videos on my channels calling out bad cops because they make the profession as a whole look shitty. You see, Mr. DeFranco, you and I have a lot in common. We're both family men. Our channels are kind of similar. Mine just has a little bit more murder on it. And we both love the real facts. Just like you and your channel, I have to also heavily focus on the true facts because a lot of the things that I talk about deal with life and death. I love putting my training and experience as a police officer into videos, especially when there are shootings. My shooting breakdowns, I think, are what made my channel popular. Using my crappy webcam, my duct-taped headphones, and my extensive knowledge of police incidents, I've grown my channel to a little under 50,000 followers in 1 year. Now, I know those are kind of rookie numbers compared to the Philip DeFranco, but I got there mostly on my own using hard work and extensively researching any topic that I speak about. Just to recap what I just said, I think I'm qualified to do pretty much any kind of crime news, and if you ever have an opening in your network for a crime segment, I would be more than happy to help you out. Oh, one more thing that qualifies me to report on crime. Mustache. Let's do some news, woo! Surveillance footage was just released of an attack on a man with cerebral palsy at a 7-Eleven in Westchester, Pennsylvania. The attack actually took place on May 10th when a man named Barry Baker decided it would be funny to mock a man with cerebral palsy. Barry Baker, possibly the biggest douchebag in the world, followed the man with cerebral palsy into the parking lot as he made fun of him. When the 22-year-old man turned around to confront Baker, Baker sucker punched him in the face. It was a weak-ass punch, but nonetheless, he sucker punched a guy with cerebral palsy. What a shitty person you are, Barry. Baker has been charged with simple assault so far and could possibly face other charges. You know what? Talking about this, I had completely forgot that I might need some tree services done in Coatesville, Pennsylvania by Baker's Tree Services. He took his shit in my yard after taking down a tree. Now, there's not much video of this next incident we're going to talk about, but there's a really badass picture. This isn't a scene that you see very much, firefighters and police officers working hand in hand like this. This photo shows the aftermath of an incident that happened in Chelsea, Massachusetts. A 38-year-old man had reportedly chased his wife out of his house with a gun and across the street. He then barricaded himself inside of his house. When police arrived, he started shooting at police. As multiple agencies arrived on scene, the man set the house fire with himself still inside of it. The shooter was found dead earlier today in the burned rubble of the house. While we're talking about firefighters, I just have a tip out there for all of you rookie police officers, and that is a fire station is one of the best places to poop. This next story is not one that would make my cat Squirt very happy. Straight out of Leesburg, Virginia, police on Friday arrested a man who a witness claimed he saw standing naked by the Leesburg post office trying to lure a cat out of the woods. Okay, he's naked, but there's nothing weird about that. Maybe his cat ran out the door while he was taking a shower. He had to go chase the cat down. When the white cat emerged, the naked man reportedly grabbed it and appeared to be trying to have sex with the cat. 64-year-old Arnez McVeigh was arrested by police and charged with exposing his sexual organs. I guess Leesburg, Virginia doesn't have a charge for exposing your sexual organs into a cat. Let's get serious for a minute. I got one more video I want to show you guys because I think it stresses the importance of how dangerous a person with a knife can be. Now, I can't show the whole thing, primarily because a dude dies in it, but you can find the whole video at badgecameras.com. I wrote an article on it. When people say things like, why did the cops shoot that guy? He only had a knife. Or why didn't the police go hands-on with that guy? He had a knife. They could have disarmed him. Or why didn't the police take their chances with a taser on the guy with the knife? This video is exactly what I'm talking about. This video took place between an unknown suspect and 26-year-old Kendall Anthony of Newark, New Jersey. The video shows Kendall and the unknown suspect get into a little scuffle. Kendall swings on him. You see the suspect do a quick little with his hand. I had to watch the video 2 or 3 times to see exactly what happens, so here, I slowed it down for everyone. The man in the white shirt dodges Kendall's punch and stabs him right in the left side of his abdomen. Within 1 minute and 56 seconds of Kendall taking one puncture wound to the left side of his abdomen, he collapses and later dies at the hospital. Here's some pretty interesting news out of Portland, Oregon. $3 million in taxes coming straight from marijuana sales is going right back to the police. Mayor Ted Wheeler is going to be putting $3 million into the Portland Police Bureau. Specifically, $2.4 million is going to be spent on the Bureau's service coordination team, which works with addicts and DUI training. Now, you guys have heard me talk about legalizing marijuana and the DUIs before on here. The only problem I have with legalizing marijuana is the fact that it would cause DUIs, and it's harder to detect than alcohol. It looks like since Oregon has legalized marijuana and Portland is taking a 20% tax from that marijuana, they want to take the money and put it back into the police officers, keeping everyone safe from DUIs and impaired drivers. From what this article says from the Portland Mercury is that some people are not too happy about this tax. Here's the thing about that though. You wanted legal marijuana, you got it, and now police just want to protect people from people who will drive impaired. I've heard people make jokes about it all day long. Well, when I'm high, I drive slower. Well, there are some people who, when they're high, they drive like shit, and they could kill your family. Portland's just reinvesting that weed money to keep your family safe. Everyone, that's going to conclude my Leo recap for today. Let's just go over what we learned in this episode. Don't punch disabled people. Don't fuck cats. Knives kill you really quick. Portland, your money's going back into keeping you safe. And the best place to poop is a fire station. Everyone, this is Donut. Please have a fantastic day.